Welcome to the This Mum Loves Tech podcast, the go-to show for female business owners who want to simplify tech and get the support they need to grow their online businesses with confidence. I'm Nicola Walsh, your podcast host. I'm also a mum to two cheeky boys and I love tech, so you don't have to. I'm here to share actionable tips, tools and strategies that will help you streamline your business and make the tech work for you. So whether you're watching after the kids have gone to bed or listening while on the school run, let's dive into today's episode and make tech that little bit easier. Hello and welcome to another episode of This Mum Loves Tech. Now, if you're anything like me, your calendar is your lifeline. But sometimes it can feel like a bit of a game of Tetris, trying to get everything to line up between the school runs, running a business, and then, even trying to squeeze in a moment to just stop out and chill. I mean, sometimes what even is that? Time is one of our most precious resources and something we can't make more of. But we can get some of it back by getting the tech to help us. So today's episode is all about one of my favorite time-saving tools, which is an automated booking system. So whether you're trying to book in chats or discovery calls, organize single or maybe block bookings for your one-to-one services, or maybe even managing a group event like a workshop or a masterclass, this tool I'm going to tell you about can completely simplify how you run the side of your business. So let me walk you through how these systems actually work, why they are so powerful, and let's try and get you back some time in your business. So let's start by discussing why you'd want to automate your bookings in the first place. Now, there is nothing wrong with organising meetings over emails, in the DMs, or even getting on the phone with somebody. And we've all started out that way. But if your business evolves and you start having regular client calls and online meetings, those back and forth messages can become such a massive time drain. And it's not just about the time as well. When clients can see your availability and book straight in, it makes your business look more professional. It removes that whole mental juggle of trying to coordinate calendars, and it ensures that people book in when you actually want to be booked in. It is finding that mutual time that works for both. And I think it eliminates that whole idea of if someone says, oh, can you do this? And then you look at it and you're like, oh, well, I could if I move these things around. If you just send them the link, it's like, this is my availability, and just book in when you can see a free slot that works, kind of thing. And the good thing about having an automated booking system is it also then sends you reminder emails to both you and your clients, so that it cuts down on any late arrivals or no-shows. People can say, I put it in my diary and then I forgot about it, because they're going to get reminders, which if you just arranged it over the DMs or emails or a phone call or something like that, your client or even you might then forget to actually put it in a calendar. With the automated booking system, it puts it in for you. So there's really no excuse to forget about it. And if you're anything like me and you're trying to work flexible hours around family life, you haven't got set hours maybe that are the same each day. So having something that connects to your calendar that can then just see the time slots that you are available and you are around, because they may not be the same every day, just again means you don't have to be like, oh, well, I'm available on Monday at this time, but then I'm actually Friday at this time, because it just all seamlessly connects to your calendar. You haven't got to worry about the fact that your schedule is flexible and moves around. So let's talk a bit more. I have alluded to a little bit, but a little bit more about how an automated booking system actually works. So first thing you'll do is connect your calendar. So you do need to have a digital calendar, something like Apple Calendar or Google Calendar or Outlook. And this allows the booking system to see when you are free. So anything that's already in your calendar, so any calls you've already got in or client work you want to do, school pickups, any, even if you've got like going to the gym or an exercise class or something, if it's in your calendar and that's the one linked to the automated booking system, it will mark it as unavailable. So even if normally you are around, say, on a Friday, but this week you've got your kids' sports day, as long as you block that out in your calendar, that will then update on your booking system. You don't then need to go and remember to update it. And then the best bit as well is if something then changes. So even if you have originally got set up what availability you would like to have, and the days that you normally work, but something changes, your childcare plans change, you end up with a sick kid that day, you can just update your calendar and the availability automatically updates inside your booking link. So you haven't got to worry about logging into another system, especially if something happens last minute and you're just like, oh, I just need to block out today now. You can actually just go into a digital calendar, block out the day, and that then the booking system is connected to that, and you don't have to worry about logging into that as well. The other good thing about an automated booking system is you can link it to a video platform. So if you use something like Zoom or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams, what it does is when someone books in, it automatically creates the meeting forum. So it generates the link and then it adds the calendar invite with that link directly into yours and your client's calendar. You don't need to do a thing. All you need to do is initially connect the video platform, and then all the rest is handled behind the scenes. The other reason why an automated booking system is such great is the client is then in control of picking a time that works for them. So you send them the booking link, they pick a time that works for them, but only in the hours that you have set. It goes back to cutting out that whole back and forth of, I can do this time, oh, but I can't do this time, and are you free that time? That just gets eliminated. They can see exactly when you are free, and some of the systems actually will then show when your client is then free, so they can easily see it will only put like a little dot or a tick next to the times that they can actually do as well, so they can see really quickly at a glance, oh yeah, I'm available on that day at that time, and then just get booked in. And because it is in their calendars, they'll then get reminders as well. So when it comes to the time of the call, they can just click the link in the calendar or in the reminder emails. There'll be loads of ways that they can get into the call. So there'll be no last minute panicking of where's the link that I need? What email do I need to go back to? Because it's in their calendar. You can set reminder emails. Like I think I have one that goes off like an hour before, so that they haven't got to be searching like back through loads and loads of emails, especially if they booked the call like ages ago. And what's also great about a lot of these online booking systems is you can collect information ahead of time. So if there's certain questions or certain information that would really help you on the call you're going to have with this person, you can add fields into the calendar booking that they have to fill out as they book the call. So if you really need to know, for example, if I'm doing a tech support call, I'll need to know if they've already got a website, if they've already got email marketing, what social media platforms they're on. That kind of information means that I can go and look before the call at what they've already got set up, so that then when it comes to our time together, I'm not seeing something for the first time. And I haven't had to email them either. They've had to put it in, and you can mark things as required as well, so that they have to put something. So then you haven't got this back and forward again of, oh, well, can you send me this? Because I really need to know what this looks like or what your current website looks like if we're going to give it a bit of a makeover. That all that kind of thing can be just collected in the one place as they book in. And as I've already mentioned, you get those reminder emails and they go to both you and your client so that you don't forget about it. And what's also good is it's really easy to reschedule or cancel, and all the links that they need to do that are included in every reminder email and on the actual calendar booking itself. So if something happens, I have it within all of my terms and conditions for my services that if someone needs to cancel last minute, that is totally fine, because life with kids is an ever-changing roller coaster, and you never know when that call from school is going to happen and you just have to cancel something. And just knowing that you can just click a button, choose a new time, and it all updates for you, just again takes away the stress and the time element of thinking, oh my god, no, we've got to rearrange another time, it took us ages to find this time that's going to work. You can just click the reschedule link, see the next time that you can do that's available, and just rebook in. So I've talked a bit about why an online booking system is so great. I'm now going to tell you a bit about the system that I use. So I use a system called TidyCal. Now, there are lots of booking systems out there. One of the most well-known is Calendly, and you can set up a single event booking for free in Calendly. And this is the system that I started out with because it's the first one I'd heard about. But as I wanted to add more bookings, like different types of meetings that people could book into, and have the ability to take payments for booking, you have to then upgrade your Calendly account and start paying a monthly or annual subscription. But then at the start of 2025, I discovered TidyCal. And honestly, I haven't looked back since. And here's just a few of the reasons why it's been such a brilliant change to switch to TidyCal. First of all, it's a one-time payment. TidyCal has a lifetime license of $39 as of May 2025, and no monthly fees, no hidden costs if you add too many event types. It's just a one and done payment. And you get access to all the features. Now, they have got a free account as well, so you can get started completely for free. But if you do want to take payments and you want to be able to have access to all the features, it is the $39 and then you're done. So I don't have to worry about, am I going to be able to have a system that clients can book in because I can't afford it. I just know I've now paid for that, and it just does everything that I need it to do. As I said, I was previously a user of Calendly, and a great thing with TidyCal is you can import your existing booking types directly from Calendly, which makes switching super simple. You don't need to start from scratch. You just log in Calendly account and it pulls over all of the booking types that you had set up. You can take payments, so you can connect Stripe or PayPal, which means you can set up your bookings to take payments at the time of selecting the time. They'll see the calendar, they'll select the time that's available, and then before it is confirmed, they'll have to make a payment. You can only select Stripe or PayPal. You can't have them both. So you'd have to decide which one you would rather have. But you can connect both to your account. So if you want to have one as that's a Stripe one, but maybe another one that's PayPal, you can do that. You just can't connect them both to the same booking type. And you can have multiple booking types. So you can have free discovery calls, paid coaching calls, group workshops that have multiple sign-ups, stuff that has connected to online videos, software like Zoom and that kind of thing, or stuff that's in person and delivers them instructions on where that address of where they need to go and instructions for the day. Each different booking type can have its own availability as well if you want to. You get a global availability, which means you can set your standard times. But if there's a particular event and you're like, I only want it to show this one day, you can set up a booking type to have its own availability as well. It just means it's super flexible, that you can set up all these different booking types to work the best for you. And then my absolute favorite thing about TidyCal, which I don't think Calendly does, from my memory, I haven't been using it for a few months now, so and they may have updated this. But what you can do with TidyCal is, like I said at the beginning, I live by my calendar. Like, it's all color coded. I can just look at it and see what's a work thing, what's a personal thing, what's a kid thing, what's a husband thing. It's all there color coded for me. And what I discovered with TidyCal is if I move the booking in my Google Calendar, it updates in TidyCal. So it sends the email to the client to tell them the booking has moved. I don't need to log into TidyCal at all. I can just literally go to the event, go to the booking, change the time or the day or whatever, and it just sends out that email. And that was just such a game changer for me, because I do live by my calendar, and just being able to move things around if I need to, obviously after talking to the client. Like, I'm not just going to move a call without someone having a previous discussion, but it was especially helpful. Like, say if I blocked out a day and then actually I was able to take one call for somebody, but I didn't want to let the whole day be available because I didn't want someone else to book in at their time, I could then get them to book in one of the time slots that was available, and then go into my calendar, just move them to the time that we agreed. So if something happens really last minute and you're like, actually, I'm available now, you could just move that booking time. And it just makes your business super, super flexible, which, is ideal when you're with kids, because life has to be flexible. There is just no getting around it. There's always going to be, at some point, a last minute change to your day, to your diary. And just being able to move them around in your calendar just means I can just have my phone with me. Like I don't even need to be anywhere near a computer or a laptop to be able to log in. Just get on my phone, move that meeting, and I'm all sorted. So I mentioned global availability. So that is for all your booking types. So when you first set up TidyCal or any of your booking systems, they all kind of work on the same principle, is you will set a global availability, and they are the general days and times that you are available each week. Another thing that you can do with TidyCal, which is really clever, is you can redirect people to a thank you page after they book. So that means you could share some maybe further information about the call that they've booked, upsell to another product or service, or even invite them to join your email list or a Facebook group, whatever it is that is a logical next step for them. So rather than just kind of ending that interaction with you at booking the call, you can then take them to that next level. And thank you pages. I watched a brilliant workshop by Vicky Everington, the website mentor, on the power of thank you pages. So if this is something that you want to learn more about, I would definitely get in touch with her and find out more about that workshop. But it's something that in TidyCal, it gives you that ability. So after one of the settings is after someone has booked, you can take them to an external URL, which would one of those options that I said. Maybe a page on your website, a Facebook group, or a social media account, however you want to then continue the interaction with them. Automating your bookings. So why does this actually matter? Is not just about saving time. It is about showing up professionally and creating a better experience for your clients. Plus, when someone books in with you in just a few clicks, it removes friction. You're more likely to get a booking confirmed without that I'll get back to you, and then ends up being days later and either you or them have forgotten to book in. They've got the link there, they can just book in and they can just get it done. So if your DMs and your emails are full of messages of what time works for you and can you do this day and can you do that day, it is time to upgrade. TidyCal is one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to get started with automated bookings, and it can really streamline your business from behind the scenes. So if you would like to see how TidyCal works, I am hosting a free live masterclass this week called Tidy Up Your Time with TidyCal. It is happening on Thursday, the 22nd of May at 1 p.m. And during the masterclass, I'm going to walk you through how to set up your booking system from scratch. We're going to go step by step on how to actually get your account up and running, connecting your calendars, your video calls, and showing you how to actually put a booking together and all the different parts of the process that you need to fill, and how you then send that booking link to your clients, or how you can add them to your website or put them in social media and that kind of thing. So whether you are completely new to online booking systems or just looking for maybe a more affordable option, if you're using Calendly or maybe Acuity or something like that at the moment, you will come away with everything you need to get up and running with TidyCal. So you can reserve your spot on this masterclass. Go into www.thismumlovestech.co.uk/masterclass, and I will put the link for the masterclass in the show notes. And if you've got any questions about getting it set up, whether this is the right switch for you, I have helped loads of clients set up their first automated booking systems. And honestly, the feedback is always, why did I not do this sooner? Because once you have automated this booking process, you are never going to look back, and you are going to love the time that you get back to focus on the areas of business that are going to get you more clients to book in those calls. Any of the links I've mentioned for joining the masterclass or coming into the This Mum Loves Tech Facebook community, you'll find in the show notes. And I really hope to see you at the masterclass on Thursday so I can help you get started with automating those bookings. Thank you for listening. I'll be back next week with another episode of This Mum Loves Tech, where I'll be joined with a brilliant guest.